Gracelyn family moved into the forgotten Blackridge mansion, nestled on a cliff edge that overlooked the sea. They believed they'd found their forever home. The air was thick with salt and age, the house heavy with silence. The parents, Julian and Marianne, were thrilled to give their 3 children a new life: 17-year-old Nolan, 11-year-old Callie, and their 4-year-old, sweet-faced Lila. But the house came with secrets. One room, sealed shut with thick chains and rusted locks, drew their attention the moment they arrived. An ancient plaque above the door bore a message barely legible through the years: "Do not enter. Her eyes never close." Julian laughed it off as a joke left by the former owners. Marianne was more cautious. She told the children to stay away, said it was unsafe. But some doors called to those meant to open them, and Lila heard the call. Three nights in, they found her in the room. The chains broken, the door wide open, and the massive antique mirror at the center of the room pulsing with a strange coldness. Lila was sitting before it, whispering, giggling.
"She's funny. She's my sister."
Marianne stared into the mirror. Dust, smudges, her own weary face, nothing else. But Lila saw her, a girl in white, pale skin, sunken eyes, a stitched doll in her hand. From that night on, the house changed. Doors creaked open on their own. Mirrors throughout the house reflected rooms as they used to be, not as they were now, showing decayed wallpaper where there was none, a cradle in the hallway that didn't exist anymore. One night, Nolan stayed up late gaming in the old study. His screen suddenly went black. Then a reflection flashed across it, a girl standing behind him, whispering something he couldn't make out.
"Who's there?"
He spun around, empty, but the room had gone cold. Another night, Callie woke to the sound of a lullaby, soft, sweet, then warping into something guttural. Her dolls were aligned in a perfect circle around her bed, heads tilted at unnatural angles. Each one had its eyes gouged out. And Marianne, she began to lose time. They'd find her staring into the mirror for hours, murmuring a name.
Iris.
But she would deny it, even as her hands trembled, even as bruises bloomed across her arms, as if fingers gripped her from behind the glass. Lila grew protective of the mirror.
"She told me Mommy's lying. She said Mommy's not really Mommy."
That night, thunder split the sky. The mirror cracked down the middle with a piercing shriek. Everyone woke to Lila screaming. Julian rushed in. Lila was sobbing but unhurt. Behind the mirror, something gleamed. A hidden compartment was discovered, the wood peeled away by invisible hands. What they found buried in the wall made their skin crawl. the skeleton of a child, curled up, still holding a doll. They pieced it together in the attic. Old letters, records, photos, long forgotten. The mansion belonged to the Wycliffe family. They had 2 daughters, Iris and a baby sister, Lila. Their parents had died in a mysterious car accident, and the woman who took Lila was the maid, Marianne. She had stolen the child, passed her off as her own, and killed Iris, the only other heir, sealing her behind the mirror. All for the inheritance. And now Iris had returned, but not for revenge, for her sister. That final night, the mansion became a storm of whispers and blood. Mirrors cracked, lights burst, screams echoed from behind walls. The mirror room pulsed like a heartbeat. The family fled in terror, all except Marianne and Lila. Marianne stood frozen in front of the mirror, eyes wide, as ghostly hands reached out, pulling her in. She screamed. The mirror turned red, then black, then whole again. In the silence that followed, Lila turned to the others at the door.
She doesn't want to be alone anymore.
And with a smile, she took her ghost sister's hand and stepped into the glass. It shimmered, then went still. The mirror remains in the room. No one enters it now, but if you walk by Blackridge Mansion late at night, you might hear 2 little girls laughing. And sometimes the mirror blinks back.